What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a no silver required list for Solstice of Heroes 2023, and so we're going to look at the Eververse items for the event which can be purchased for silver and bright dust, and so if you don't want to spend real cash on items, this video will help break down which items can be bought without cash during the event. And we should say that because of the update which Bungie made to stop us viewing the calendar for Eververse, we can't say on which event weeks the items will be sold, but we can still break down each category to let you guys know which items can be accessed for bright dust instead of silver. And so big shout out to todayindestiny.com for their Eververse item list, and that's linked below. And also, I know that some folks are boycotting Solstice this year. Specifically, they're avoiding purchasing any silver items to make a point about microtransactions, since the community are tired of Bungie's approach to that. And I know not everyone will do it, but I fully support any of you guys who are, and I can safely say I won't be buying anything for real cash either. Either way, this video may also be useful for those players, so finally let's get into it. And so initially, Bungie did accidentally make the new armor ornaments and cosmetics live early in the store last night before the event, so some players already have new Solstice event items, which is bizarre. Although they have reset the store now and everything will go live at the intended weekly reset. So moving to the bright dust items this year, yes, many of them are returning from previous years, with a sprinkle of new items in there as well. Unsurprisingly, a lot of the new items will be silver purchases, but for weapon ornaments, we'll see the return of the Gilded Honors ornament for Forerunner, and we can see it can be purchased for 700 silver, but it's also going to come up for 1250 bright dust during the event. So keep an eye out for that one. Additionally, we'll get the Splendid Vigil ornament for Witherhoard, a pretty nice Solstice ornament right there. Again, it's going to be up for 700 silver, but can also be purchased for 1250 bright dust. A couple of the weapon ornaments will be bright dust only though this year, and so initially we've got the Raging Lepus ornament for Jade Rabbit. Again, that'll be 1250 bright dust, and for the same cost. At some point during the event, we'll see the Sudden Squall ornament for Sturm. And so those are all of the weapon ornaments that'll come up for bright dust during the event. It's possible that Bungie will add others which are silver only though. And then as we get onto emotes, initially, there'll be the Water Gun exotic emote. That is going to cost 1,000 silver, but also will come up for 3,250 bright dust. We'll also see the same costings for the Power Rising exotic emote that we can see right here. And another exotic emote, the Moat Juggle, again, 1,000 silver and 3,250 bright dust during the event. But additionally, there'll be the Flag on the Play exotic emote and the Paperwork exotic emote for the same prices. Then we have a few legendaries that'll come up as well, and we first get the Roller Dance legendary emote. That'll be 500 silver and 700 bright dust. Then there's the Guarding Glaive legendary emote for the same cost. And there's another listed here that we can't see the icon for, but I believe could be for Solstice, and that's the Double Dutch multiplayer emote. That'll cost 1200 silver, but also will come up for 4250 bright dust. Very finally though, there's also Guardian Pride, and that'll be 500 silver and 700 bright dust during the event. Then there's a rare emote right here, the Solar Reverence, and that'll come up for 200 silver, but can also be purchased for 400 bright dust. Then as we move away from the emotes, we'll get the Ghost Shells, and here for the exotic Boy Trap Shell, it's going to be available for 600 silver, but also for 2,850 bright dust. Plus we'll see the return of the Goister exotic Ghost Shell right here. Again, it'll be 600 silver or 2,850 bright dust. Then there are a couple of classified ghost shells as well. Can't say exactly which ghost shells these will be as we can't view them yet, but again, 600 silver and 2,850 bright dust. So just keep in mind some of the new ghost shells will also have a bright dust cost at some point during the event. Then looking at exotic sparrows, we initially get the return of the Quadricycle exotic sparrow here, and the cost for that will be 800 silver or 2,500 bright dust. Then again, there are a couple of classified ones, so these will be up at the same costs, 800 silver or 2,500 bright dust during the event. For exotic ships, we can't see a whole bunch, but there will be the return of the Argentate Dusk, and the list price there is 800 silver or 2,000 bright dust. But as we saw from the early update for the Eververse store, there are going to be other ships, sparrows, and ghost shells available during the event. But this takes us to ghost projections and transman effects here, so finally we've got the Buried Treasure projection returning. That one will be up for 200 silver or 1,500 bright dust, and we get the exact same costs for the Flamingo projection right there. But there'll also be a rare ghost projection, which is the Sunglasses projection, and that's available for 500 bright dust during the event. Finally, for transman effects though, there is the Shocking Entrance transman effect, and these will be 200 silver or 450 bright dust. We can see the same cost for the beach ball effects, and finally for the sandcastle effects as well. And so those are all of the items that were currently listed as Bright Dust and Silver purchases for Solstice of Heroes. As I always say with these preview videos for Eververse, there is potential that Bungie could rearrange the costings or which items are available when, but it's fairly rare that they actually do that. But it's a disclaimer worth making. And once again, some of the early previews at the Eververse store that were posted by Destiny Bulletin on Twitter, you can see right here in the background. The armor sets, as always, will be available as bundles in the event tab. Then we'll get a mix of bundles and individual sale items for the other cosmetics like the ships, sparrows, and ghost shells. But I'll keep you posted with the Eververse store inventories week by week with the weekly reset videos. So for today, guys, that's what we have to round up inside of this one. And as always, I hope you found the video useful. If you have, a rating below really does help us out on the channel. Plus, be sure to get subscribed and I'll keep you up to date with everything related to the game. Otherwise though, for today, I appreciate you tuning in and I will catch you guys very soon.